Okay, taking a stand. There have been a number of occasions in our great nation's history where we the people have been compelled to take a stand. In our nation's first century, we stood for the Revolutionary War. We fought to give birth to our country. We stood for the Civil War, where we fought to correct a great injustice, our original sin, and preserve our great nation. In the nation's second century, we stood against tyranny in the World Wars and the Cold War, fighting to protect our nation and the free world. We stood during the Civil Rights Movement, ensuring liberty and justice for all citizens of our great nation. During these first 200 years, we took a stand against all threats, foreign and domestic. Domestically, these threats were from within. They stem from our government's failure to embrace the founding principle. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But we the people stood up. In order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, and secure the blessing of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, we stood up and fixed these internal problems. Now, about halfway through our nation's third century, we still face threats, both foreign and domestic. Strife has always and will always be present on earth. Foreign threats. After the end of the Cold War, these threats took on a new face. We were introduced to this new face on 9/11. We can meet any of these foreign threats with our military and economic might. But we must maintain the strength of these capabilities. Okay, what about our nation's current domestic threats? The full-throated efforts to usurp the rule of law, usurp the legitimate role of a constitutional government and its separation of powers. The efforts to erase our nation's sanctity for life and citizenship. Well, I'm taking a stand. The status quo that have led to these circumstances are not acceptable. Therefore, I'm running for Congress. My campaign website is MikeWilliams31CTX.com. That's MikeWilliams31CTX, all lowercase, all one word, .com. Please go visit. I'm taking on a larger role in the movement that was begun in 2015. I stand for citizenship and life. Without life and the liberty of our citizens, there can be no pursuit of happiness. Let's stand together. I stand for ending the blight of career politicians and unaccountable bureaucrats. I stand for bringing rogue judges to heel and for equal protection under the law. Let's stand together. I stand for empowering citizens to more effectively be able to protect their unalienable rights from oppressive government, state, federal, local, unconstitutional, illegal fiat. I stand for sovereign and secure borders. I stand for merit-based immigration. I stand for the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance. I stand for all Americans. So stand with me. Let's stand together. Demand these things from your elected officials at all levels, federal, state, and local. Let's stand together to keep keep America great. Let's roll.